Be blessed as you learn more about essential oils. This class has been created in collaboration with Li Kai. Our products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure or prevent disease. Pregnant or lactating women and persons with known medical conditions should consult a physician prior to the use of any essential oil product. This class has been copyrighted and is not for general use. If you wish to use this class for your essential oils business or any other purpose, you should contact the person who presented this class. Welcome. Wasn't it so nice to not have to spend half an hour or more to get ready, find a sitter for the kids, and use gas to go across town to come to learn more about essential oils? Hopefully you are in your pajamas enjoying a nice cup of something yummy, and waiting for us to get started. Maybe you have heard about essential oils and wondered what all the fuss was about, or maybe you have started to use them in your home already, but whatever the reason you decided to attend, I am glad you are here. Ready? So that I know who's here, please speak up for the roll call below by answering this first question. Question: what experience do you have with essential oils? Number 1, I have never heard of essential oils. Number 2, I have never tried essential oils. Number 3, I use essential oils. Number 4, I have used essential oils for a long time. Number 5, I teach others about essential oils. Answer this question by entering 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. A little about me. Let me introduce myself. I am Enriqueta Sem, holistic entrepreneur, personal development and positive psychology coach, wellness consultant with the company doTERRA. doTERRA is a company of pure essential oils. doTERRA essential oils were proposed to me by Sandrine Forstin, my extraordinary massage therapist and friend. These oils have had and continue to have an incredible impact on my life. Essential oils have been an integral part of my daily routine and I have been using them for over 2 years now. Being a person with an unknown disabling neurological disease, doTERRA's pure essential oils help me in my daily life. These essential oils are so wonderful that I am sharing this discovery with those around me, therefore with you. As a fan of do-it-yourself, I offer you on my site tools to make your own recipes, blends or diffusions. What are essential oils? If you have ever enjoyed the scent of a rose, you've experienced the aromatic qualities of essential oils. These naturally occurring, volatile aromatic compounds are found in the seeds, bark, stems, roots, flowers, and other parts of plants. They can be both beautifully and powerfully fragrant. Essential oils give plants their distinctive smells, protect plants, and play a role in plant pollination. In addition to their intrinsic benefits to plants and being beautifully fragrant to people, essential oils have long been used for food preparation, beauty treatment, and healthcare practices. So essential oils are naturally occurring, volatile aromatic compounds, are found in the seeds, bark, stems, roots, flowers, and other parts of plants, protect plants against environmental threats and provide beneficial properties, are highly concentrated when distilled for purity, potency, and efficacy, have been used historically for food preparation, beauty treatment, and healthcare practices. Question: what type of scent are you often drawn to? Citrus, grasses, florals, spices, mints, or trees? Why use essential oils? Essential oils have been used for thousands of years. When you choose our oils, you are choosing essential oils gently and carefully distilled from plants that have been patiently harvested at the perfect moment by experienced growers from around the world for ideal extract composition and efficacy. Experienced essential oil users will immediately recognize the superior quality standard for naturally safe, purely effective essential oils. Provide health-conscious individuals with a safe and natural alternative. Used for a wide range of emotional and physical wellness applications. Have few, if any, undesirable side effects when used as directed. One drop is all that is needed to achieve a powerful benefit. Question: how many drops do you think are in one 15 ml bottle of essential oil? General uses of essential oils. Essential oils are great for everyday use. You can experience the many benefits of essential oils by using them to support overall health. Here are the 3 ways to use them. Aromatic, essential oils, when diffused or inhaled, can be very stimulating, calming, or soothing. Diffusing essential oils can also cleanse and purify the air. Topical, essential oils can be safely applied for massage or topical therapy. Their chemical structure enables them to pass through skin for an immediate systemic response. Internal, Certain essential oils have a rich culinary history and can be used as dietary supplements for targeted wellness. Question: which way would you use essential oils the most? Dangers and precautions with essential oils. Warning: danger ahead. Use caution. Wait, are we talking about essential oils? We are. Essential oils are amazing and wonderful tools for any of us to use to support ourselves emotionally, physically, in our homes, and with our families. They are good, healthy, helpful, useful gifts of God. However, they are also powerful, potent, volatile aromatic compounds that deserve our respect. Using them is not complicated, but there are some significant guidelines and tips that we need to implement to help us maximize the benefits that essential oils offer, and to avoid the very real dangers that can accompany misuse of any good thing. Most importantly, remember, less is more and consistency is vital to success. In this class, we will discuss why choosing a company that produces pure essential oils is important. We'll also cover dangers and precautions you should know about concerning aromatic use, topical use, dilution, internal use, and oral use, as well as ideal and maximum guidelines for use, photosensitivity, pregnancy, pets, and more. It is important to learn these guidelines because overwhelming the body with too much essential oil can sometimes lead to unwanted outcomes. This is because cells in the body utilize complex chemical reactions to metabolize the oils. It is never appropriate to exceed the metabolic capacity of the cells. Question: which of these topics are you most excited to discuss? What makes our company different? Our company is committed to providing the purest essential oils possible. Our mission hinges on discovering and developing the world's highest quality therapeutic grade essential oils and related natural wellness products. We accomplish this with a strong team of in-house scientists as well as highly accomplished scientific and medical advisors. We also stay at the forefront of scientific advances by partnering with selected academic, industry, and medical institutions. When you see our company label, you can be confident that you are using a pure quality essential oil with the highest standards and rigorous testing. This ensures that your bottle of essential oil contains no fillers, additives, or synthetics. Synthetics, especially when unknown, can cause adverse reactions and complications for the user, but our company has also gone above and beyond by developing a website where you can enter the batch number on the bottom of your essential oil bottle and see the results from the testing for yourself. We hold our integrity to the highest standard and offer transparency so that you can use these oils with confidence, knowing that they are safe and pure. You do not have to take our word for it. You can see for yourself, because our company doesn't merely tell about our quality, we show it and prove it. Question: would you like to learn how to check the test results for your bottle of essential oil? Safety while diffusing. Let's discuss how to safely use essential oils aromatically. Essential oils, when diffused or inhaled, can be very stimulating, calming, or soothing. Diffusing essential oils can also cleanse and purify the air. There are various options that are safe for aromatic use. Aromatic use diffusion is one of the simplest methods for using essential oils aromatically. Diffusers that use cold air or water are ideal. Apply a drop of essential oil to the palm of your hand, cup hands around your nose, and inhale deeply. Apply essential oil to a cotton ball and place in air vents. Mix essential oils in a spray bottle with water and mist over furniture, carpet, or linens. Add oil to a batch of laundry or dryer balls. Use in your household surface cleaners. Uncap the bottle and inhale directly from bottle. Wear diffuser jewelry. Use an essential oil inhaler. If you choose to diffuse your essential oils, use caution when diffusing cassia or cinnamon bark. Do not put your nose next to the diffuser or directly over the mist. Aromatic use of essential oils is very safe and is generally well tolerated. However, it is important to use this application method appropriately. Use smaller doses, multiple times throughout the day, to achieve the maximum benefits. Amount of oil diffused, proximity to the diffuser, and room size determine the necessary diffusing time length. The more oil diffused, and a closer proximity to the diffuser, will elicit a more potent effect. If you are using a water-based diffuser, it is generally recommended to use 1 to 5 drops of oil per diffusion period. It would be best to start with short diffusion periods, 15 to 20 minutes, and then increase the time as needed to achieve the desired benefits. Common symptoms of excessive diffusion: headache, lightheadedness, nausea, confusion. If a reaction occurs from inhaling a diffused essential oil, immediately turn off the diffuser and remove yourself from the area of diffusion. If leaving the area is not possible, increase air circulation in the area by opening a window or air vent. Seek medical attention if the sensitivity is severe or prolonged, or breathing becomes difficult. Question: which way do you like to use your essential oils aromatically? Dilution precautions. There are two terms you will want to know when applying your essential oils topically: dilution and neat. Neat refers to application of an essential oil straight from the bottle and without dilution. Oils classified as neat can be applied topically without dilution because of their exceptionally mild chemistry. These oils would include frankincense, lavender, melaleuca, melissa, and sandalwood. Dilution is a process in which essential oils are mixed with a carrier oil, such as fractionated coconut oil, that helps carry the essential oil onto the skin. There are many benefits to diluting essential oils. Dilution is one of the most important aspects of effective topical application. It is also one of the most misunderstood. When used properly, carrier oils have been shown to improve essential oil topical application through several different pathways. Evaporation is the primary issue in topical application, as body heat and the skin present a formidable barrier. One of the most important benefits of dilution is that it slows the flash off of the volatile aromatic compounds. This means that the amount of essential oil that you lose to the air is minimized and the rate of evaporation is reduced. Diluting has also been shown to pass through your skin more efficiently than when you apply an essential oil neat. Diluting essential oils can also reduce the risk of sensitivity. It is advisable to use a carrier oil. Again, fractionated coconut oil is a common carrier oil, to dilute more potent oils, and when trying an oil for the first time. The recommended dilution ratio is typically 1 drop of essential oil to 3 drops of carrier oil. Some of the more popular carrier oils include coconut oil, almond oil, jojoba oil, grapeseed oil, and avocado oil. Our carrier oil of choice is fractionated coconut oil due to its long shelf life, odorless quality that doesn't deter from the essential oil aroma, and lightweight texture. Fractionated coconut oil has all the great qualities of coconut oil, but the proteins have been removed, allowing the oil to stay in liquid form. This is great to add to your future orders. Some great ways to dilute your essential oils include roller bottles. Mix essential oils with a carrier oil for convenient and safe topical application. Adding 3 to 5 drops to our unscented SBA hand and body lotion. Using our great line of pre-diluted rollers that includes 9 of our top oils and our whole emotional aromatherapy line. Question: how would you like to dilute your essential oils? Dilution ratios. Now that we understand why we want to dilute essential oils, let's discuss dilution ratios. First, note that these are guidelines. Every person is chemically different. This means that some people may be more sensitive than others and may need to dilute more, while others will be fine diluting less. Remember what we discussed in the last step: because every individual is unique, the dose will vary based on size, age, and overall health status. For a baby, use only gentle oils and use 1 to 2 drops per 4 teaspoons of carrier oil. If making a roller bottle, use 1 drop, and fill the rest with carrier oil of choice. To ensure you are using essential oils properly with children, follow the dilution guidelines listed below. Newborn to 6 months, 1 drop essential oil in 4 sp. of carrier oil. 6 months to 2 years, 1 drop essential oil in 2 sp. of carrier oil. 2 to 5 years, 1 drop essential oil in 1 sp. of carrier oil. 5 to 10 years, 1 to 2 drops essential oil in 1 sp. of carrier oil. 10 to 18 years, 1 to 5 drops essential oil in 1 sp. of carrier oil. When creating your own roller bottle blends to use with children, use the following ratios to ensure proper dilution. Under 2 years, fill the roller bottle 1/4 of the way with essential oils and then top off with carrier oil. 2 to 6 years, fill the roller bottle 1/3 of the way with essential oils and top off with carrier oil. 6 years and up, fill the roller bottle half of the way with essential oils and top off with carrier oil. With each use of essential oils on a child, stay within 1 to 2 drops every 4 hours as an ideal amount, with 3 to 12 drops in a 24-hour period as a guideline to maximum topical application. For adults, dilute as needed, using 3 to 6 drops per use is the ideal amount, with a maximum of 12 to 36 drops per 24-hour period. For those with sensitive skin, or fragile skin, such as the elderly, use the guidelines for a child to start, and adjust from there. As always, it is important to be aware of one's own unique health circumstances and adjust accordingly. A tip to remember is that we should be more moderate with our essential oil use when our health is compromised in any way. Note: did you know you can attend an entire class on the subject of essential oils for kids? Ask for details if interested. Question: which dilution age groups would you use most in your home? Hot and sensitive essential oils. Some essential oils are considered to be hot oils, since they have a potent chemistry, and should always be diluted with a carrier oil before every use when applied topically. These oils would include lemongrass, cassia, cinnamon, oregano, thyme, clove, basil, white fir, wintergreen. Consider diluting any blends that contain anything from this list. These essential oils can feel hot or have a strong warming sensation when applied topically, or will be spicy hot if taken straight internally. Sensitive oils are essential oils that should be diluted before use on young or sensitive skin. These oils include bergamot, black pepper, peppermint, eucalyptus, ginger. Use the previous guidelines for proper dilution ratios when using these essential oils on babies, young children, the elderly, or those with generally sensitive skin. They may feel warm, but usually not hot when applied topically. Question: which of these essential oils have you used before? Essential oil sensitivity. Our essential oils are composed of only 100% volatile aromatic compounds. They do not contain any protein molecules, and thus cannot cause true allergic reactions. However, everyone has different sensitivity thresholds, and essential oils can cause sensitivity reactions in some people. Often, these sensitivities produce symptoms similar to allergic reactions. Signs and symptoms of essential oil sensitivity: pain, swelling, or tenderness of the skin, itchiness, hives, rash, or boils, digestive upset, difficulty breathing. Should you find you are sensitive to a particular essential oil, there are a few things you can do. First, because essential oil sensitivities are not true allergic reactions, other application methods can still be tolerated, even if you exhibit a sensitivity to one particular application method. For instance, if you exhibit symptoms after using an oil topically, you could alternatively use the oil internally or aromatically. Another option is to dilute the oil with a vegetable carrier oil, as a sensitivity is often dependent on the dose. You could also try using different essential oils with a similar chemical profile. One of the many benefits of essential oils is that they can share many of their properties in common, but may not induce the same sensitivity reaction. If you have experienced a sensitivity in the past, always use a small dose and dilute any oil you are trying for the first time. Although sensitivity reactions are rare, it is recommended to conduct a simple skin test before beginning topical use of a new essential oil. You can do this by mixing a small amount of essential oil, 1 to 2 drops, with 3 to 6 drops of a carrier oil that you have previously used successfully. Apply this to an area of skin, such as the abdomen, thigh, or inner arm. Allow the essential oil to absorb completely, and check the area multiple times over the next several hours. If any redness, pain, itchiness, swelling, or other adverse symptoms result, you may have a sensitivity to that oil. It would be best to avoid topical use of this oil in the future. Remember, unlike true allergic responses, which cause symptoms no matter the application method, having a topical sensitivity does not mean that you will be sensitive to all application methods. Internal and aromatic use can still be tried by those with topical sensitivities. If the reaction occurs on the skin, discontinue use immediately. The irritated area can be soothed with a vegetable oil such as fractionated coconut oil. Gently wipe the area with a soft cloth to draw out and remove as much essential oil as possible. Then alternate between adding fractionated coconut oil and gently wiping the area. Do not use water. Water will drive the essential oil in, instead of drawing it out. The skin will need time to calm down, which may take hours, days, or weeks, depending on the severity of your body's sensitivity response and the amount of oil used. Seek immediate medical attention if the sensitivity reaction is severe, or worsens over time. Question: which carrier oil is your favorite for diluting essential oils? Photosensitivity dangers. Photosensitization is the process in which ultraviolet, UV, radiation combines with a particular substance and causes chemical or biological changes. Citrus essential oils contain a photosensitive compound called furocoumarins. It is important to avoid exposure to sunlight, sun lamps, or other sources of UV light for up to 12 hours after topical application of these oils. Essential oils with photosensitivity include Massage Blend, Bergamot, Respiratory Blend, Invigorating Blend, Cumin, Joyful Blend, Grapefruit Focus Blend, Lemon, Lime Kumquat Protective Blend, Cleansing Blend, Metabolic Blend, Tangerine Wild Orange Detoxification Blend, Uplifting Blend, Encouraging Blend, Renewing Blend. If these are oils that you would like to use on a day where you will be in sunlight, make sure you apply in areas where the sun will not shine. Your skin can burn or blister when these oils and sun mix. Question: which of the above essential oils or essential oil blends do you use on a regular basis? Sensitive areas. Avoid applying oils to sensitive areas of the body. Do not apply oils in the eyes, nose, or ears. Apply a carrier oil if your body accidentally contacts an essential oil in one of these areas. It is also important to remember that essential oils are very potent and may linger on the hands or fingers after topical application. After applying oils with your hands, wash them thoroughly with soap and water. Avoid rubbing or touching the face and eyes after applying oil, as these areas tend to be very sensitive to essential oils. Sensitive areas to be avoided when using essential oils topically: some facial areas, such as the skin around the eyes and inner ears, inside the nose, broken, damaged, or otherwise injured skin. If the reaction occurs in the eye, immediately rinse the eye with vegetable oil such as fractionated coconut oil. If no vegetable oil is available, fat-containing milk, not skim milk, is a great alternative. Because essential oils are not water-soluble, water will not be as effective at removing the essential oil as a lipid-containing substance. The eye should be flushed multiple times until irritation ceases. Then, seek medical attention from a trained professional to ensure no long-term damage occurred. Question: have you ever had an essential oil accidentally get somewhere you did not want it? Internal use. Certain essential oils have a rich culinary history and can be used as dietary supplements supporting a variety of healthy conditions. When you sprinkle cinnamon on your oatmeal, sip a mug of peppermint tea, or add fresh basil leaves to your spaghetti, you are actually consuming some volatile aromatic essential oil compounds. Essential oils contribute many health benefits, as well as flavoring and aroma properties, to foods. When in their concentrated form, essential oils can be used as dietary supplements for more targeted and potent health benefits. Internal use is a very safe and effective method of application because of the sophisticated physiologic processes of our bodies. When ingested, essential oils directly enter the bloodstream via the gastrointestinal tract, where they are transported throughout the rest of the body. Essential oils are lipid-soluble, so they are readily transported to all organs of the body, including the brain. Then, like all things we consume, essential oils are metabolized by the liver and other organs and are then excreted. The composition of essential oils is highly complex. Each constituent possesses a unique set of biochemical properties that react with cells and organs in different ways. Although these mechanisms of action are not completely understood, the positive end results have been demonstrated. However, the body is only equipped to handle appropriate doses of essential oils. Proper dosing according to labeling recommendations and other professional guidelines should be strictly followed to avoid toxicity. It is important to know that you are using pure essential oils with no additives or fillers. Effective methods of internal application. Use essential oils in recipes for cooking or baking to replace fresh or dried herbs and spices. Remember that essential oils are much more potent than dried or fresh herbs and spices, so start with a very small amount. For more potent oils, it may be better to administer them by toothpicks. Dip the end of a clean toothpick into the oil and then add to the food, rather than drops. Add essential oils to water, smoothies, milk, tea, or other drinks. Take essential oils internally in a veggie capsule or add to a small amount of applesauce or yogurt. Note: did you know that you can attend an entire class on the subject of cooking with essential oils? Ask for details if interested. Question: have you ever used essential oils to flavor your cooking? If so, what recipe or dish did you prepare? Ideal internal amounts. Just as we discussed with topical use, there are safety guidelines in place for using your oils internally. Any essential oil that you take in a soft gel or in capsule form will fall under the internal category. For children, use 1 to 2 drops per use every 4 hours for the ideal amount, with 3 to 12 drops being the maximum amount in a 24-hour period. For adults, use 2 to 4 drops per use every 4 hours for the ideal amount, with 12 to 24 drops being the maximum amount in a 24-hour period. There is one other thing to consider concerning internal application, and that is oral use. For our purposes, oral use means any oil taken in water, or other liquid, or under the tongue. Important: these guidelines are for adults only. Use 1 to 3 drops every 4 hours as the ideal amount, and 4 to 18 drops as the maximum amount in a 24-hour period. A lower daily dose is recommended for extended internal use. If a higher dose is desired, it should be taken only under the observation of a physician to ensure that no harm is occurring. If for some reason you use more than is recommended, immediately discontinue use. If a large amount of oil was consumed, contact poison control immediately. If only a small amount was consumed, drink plenty of fluids, preferably milk or another fat-containing drink, to minimize the upset. Seek medical attention if the reaction is severe or prolonged. Question: would you prefer to use your essential oils internally or orally? Glass or plastic? Next, we need to give some attention to the topic of whether to use glass or plastic when storing or drinking our essential oils. Many varieties of plastic are available, and some are more impervious to essential oils than others. However, not all plastics are equally fragile, and not all essential oils affect plastic the same way. Citrus essential oils have a chemical composition that is known to interfere with the chemistry of plastics. Consider using glass only. Characteristically, HDPE plastic, as well as plastics number 1, PETE, and 2 are safe for use with essential oils. You will know if there is an incompatibility with your container if it changes color, or shape, or begins to leak. This may take around 24 hours to occur. When in doubt, use glass. Another available option would be to use a stainless steel container that is not lined in any way, such as with an epoxy. This usually applies to aluminum. Question: would you prefer to use high-quality plastic, glass, or stainless steel for your essential oils? Check the label. By this point, you may have some doubts or worries along these lines. There is no way I will ever remember which guidelines apply to which essential oil. No fear. Our company labels every single essential oil and essential oil blend bottle with their appropriate uses. This label will include the name, the size of bottle, ingredients, and the uses. Our label will also note, diffuse aromatically or apply topically. If the essential oil is safe for internal use, the label will include a supplements facts section with instructions for internal use below the supplement facts. If the essential oil is photosensitive, the label will tell you to avoid UV rays for 12 hours after applying. The label will also tell you to avoid contact with eyes, inner ears, and sensitive areas. The label will even advise that you can dilute with fractionated coconut oil, so don't worry about remembering it all. Don't stress that you will be playing the guessing game. The label tells all. Question: have you ever read the label on the back of your essential oil bottles? Pregnancy and essential oils. First, let's make an obvious, but important, statement. Please work with your physician closely during pregnancy. During pregnancy, so many changes take place in your body. You are growing another person. Your body is creating another body. That is so amazing, difficult, and beautiful. During this period, it will be especially important that you pay attention to your body. And remember once again, with essential oils, less is often better than more. It's also important to remember that, during pregnancy, many women are especially sensitive. Adapting quantity, application methods, or dilution ratios may be necessary to accommodate these heightened sensitivities. If your body is ready to go into labor, clary sage and myrrh can support the progression of labor. These essential oils will assist in this process if your body is already prepared and labor has begun. Use cautiously and with heavy dilution. After the baby has been born, some women experience a decrease in their breast milk supply when using peppermint essential oil or any blends that contain peppermint. Others seem not to be affected. Blends containing peppermint essential oil, massage blend, digestive blend, tension blend, metabolic blend, encouraging blend, vitality pack supplements. Note: did you know that you can attend an entire class on the subject of essential oils for pregnancy? Ask for details if you are interested. Question: have you or someone you know used essential oils to support a healthy pregnancy? If so, which oils were your favorites? Essential oils and medications. While on certain medications, doctors advise not to drink or eat grapefruit. But what about grapefruit essential oil? The reason grapefruit is not recommended with some medications is because the protein actually speeds up the metabolism of the medications, which will alter the levels that are in your body. But since grapefruit essential oil does not have any protein, it will not alter your medications, and is safe to use. Essential oils are being continually studied to allow for a fuller understanding of how they interact in the body and the pathways behind their physiologic benefits. Although there is always more to learn, one thing is very apparent: Essential oils have a long history of safety. In fact, when used congruently with medications, there have been only minimal reports showing that essential oils cause significant interactions. By far, the best way to ensure a positive experience with essential oils is to communicate openly with your physician regarding your intended use of the oils. Other medication guidelines. If you are going to be under anesthesia or are using barbiturates, avoid rosemary and eucalyptus. If you take anticoagulant drugs, asthmatics, or have aspirin allergies, avoid wintergreen and birch. If you have elevated blood pressure, use caution with rosemary and thyme. If you have been diagnosed with epilepsy, avoid the following: basil, rosemary, birch, wintergreen. If you are diagnosed with renal or liver disease, compromised immune systems, known chemical sensitivities, or are taking multiple medications, it is recommended that you start with very small amounts and heavily diluted essential oils. Monitor your body closely, blood pressure, blood sugar, etc. Also, for those that have been diagnosed with blood sugar issues, when using an essential oil for metabolism or pancreatic support, you will want to monitor your blood sugar very closely so that you are aware of any drops that may be too low. As always, work with your physician closely. Question: would these guidelines for safely using essential oils with medicines benefit you or anyone you know? Essential oils and pets. Let's not forget about our four-legged friends. They often experience many body issues similar to ours, and essential oils are a great way to support their health. Here are some tips for using essential oils safely with your furry pals. Dilute for topical use. Know your pet's health status. Do not use oils on or near the eyes, ears, nose, or genitals of your pet. Use a water diffuser for aromatic use and allow your pet to roam freely with an open door to the room. Caution should be used around animals that are pregnant, nursing, young, or on certain medications. Do not use oils topically on your pet if using a topical medication or dermal patch. This includes topical flea/tick preventatives. Do not give any of the products containing xylitol, toothpaste, beadlets, etc., to your pet. Only use therapeutic-grade essential oils. Observe your pet's behavior. In the event of an adverse reaction, dilute with a carrier oil. Skin irritation is the most common, and most reactions resolve within 24 to 48 hours after oil exposure. Discontinue use of an oil if your pet shows signs of distress, drooling, squinting, rubbing their face, vocalization, shaking, vomiting, or diarrhea. Oils to avoid topically and internally with dogs: birch, melaleuca, tea tree, and wintergreen. Use caution with hot oils such as oregano, cassia, cinnamon, clove, rosemary, and thyme. Oils to avoid topically and internally with cats: basil, citrus oils, bergamot, grapefruit, lemon, lime, orange, tangerine, birch, cinnamon, clove, dill, fennel, melaleuca, tea tree, oregano, peppermint, thyme, rosemary, spearmint, and wintergreen. The following is a great guideline for dilution ratios for your pets. Apply 1 to 2 drops 2 to 4 times daily as follows: 1 sp. Carrier oil to 1 drop essential oil for cats and dogs under 20 pounds. 1 sp. Carrier oil to 2 to 4 drops essential oil for dogs over 20 pounds. Note: did you know that you can attend an entire class on the subject of essential oils for pets? Ask for details if interested. Question: in what ways can essential oils most benefit your pet? Safety with horses. There is a big difference in the size of a horse compared to the size of our household pets, so here are some great tips for safety with your big pets. Only use therapeutic or medical grade essential oils. Know your horse's health status and the medications and supplements they are currently taking. Do not use oils on or near the eyes, ears, nose, or genitals of your horse. Use caution with topical application of hot oils such as oregano, thyme, clove, cassia, and cinnamon. Dilution may be needed for these oils. Do not use water to dilute an essential oil that you've already applied. Rather, dilute with a carrier oil, like vegetable oil or fractionated coconut oil. Do not apply oils after bathing while the horse is still wet. Do not use essential oils at the same time as another topical medication, including dermal patches. Do not panic if your horse has skin irritation or an adverse reaction. Immediately dilute the area with a carrier oil. Most such reactions resolve within a few hours with dilution. Do not apply oils to the saddle area prior to riding. Caution should be used around animals that are pregnant, nursing, young, or on certain medications. Oils to avoid during pregnancy: arbor vitae, basil, birch, cassia, cinnamon, rosemary, thyme, wintergreen. Observe your horse's behavior when using or applying essential oils. Important: in the event of an adverse reaction, dilute with a carrier oil. Skin irritation is the most common, and most reactions resolve within 24 to 48 hours after oil exposure. Note: did you know that you can attend an entire class on the subject of essential oils for horses? Ask for details if interested. Question: in what ways can essential oils most benefit your horse? Storage of essential oils. Proper packaging is a critical part of maintaining the overall efficacy of essential oils. Our essential oils are stored in glass bottles with securely closing caps. Usually, these glass bottles will be tinted amber or another dark shade to protect the essential oil from sunlight and other sources of UV radiation, but any glass container will work effectively if the oils are stored properly. Any plastic parts used with essential oils, orifices, lids, etc., should be made from high-quality plastics that are number 1, PETE, or number 2. This helps prevent erosion of the plastic that can occur with essential oils. And you do not want plastic melting into your essential oils. When the label is applied, the bottle is stamped with a lot number and an expiration date. Any essential oil marked for internal use must also be marked with an expiration date to fulfill regulatory requirements. However, the very nature and structure of essential oils makes them extremely stable. Shelf life testing performed on essential oils has shown that essential oils maintain their efficacy even after 5 to 10 years or more. Storing essential oils properly also plays a major role in ensuring that essential oils maintain their efficacy and beneficial properties over time. Below are some guidelines that should be implemented when storing essential oils. Store the essential oil in room temperature conditions and avoid exposure to extreme temperatures, leaving oils in the car during the summer, on windowsills, etc. Avoid exposing the oils to direct sunlight or other sources of UV rays. Prevent prolonged exposure to oxygen, which can cause oxidation of the oil over time, leaving the cap unscrewed, etc. Tightly secure the caps after each use, prevents the oil from evaporating and decreases exposure to oxygen. Keep away from flame. Storing essential oils in excessive heat or light can change their properties dramatically. Question: which of these storage tips do you find most beneficial? Peppermint, eucalyptus, and children. You may have heard this: avoid using peppermint or eucalyptus with young children when others have discussed essential oils. However, with proper usage and dilution, everyday use of these two essential oils is the safe and healthful choice that we would hope it would be for our children. Peppermint's main constituent is menthol, which can cause mild irritation on sensitive skin and should be diluted. Since menthol is such a strong aroma, consider avoiding use near the face and eyes. Peppermint is safe to diffuse around young kids. Using the ideal amounts we discussed earlier, menthol-containing essential oils have an excellent safety profile. If you choose to ignore the guidelines, massive amounts of peppermint can have adverse effects and possible toxicity. Eucalyptus's main constituent is 1,8-cineol. It can be applied topically and used aromatically, but is one of the few essential oils not recommended for internal use. With children, or those with sensitive skin, moderate to heavy dilution is recommended. If you review the scientific literature, you'll notice that the reports of serious adverse reactions associated with eucalyptus have always appeared when extremely large amounts, greater than 5 milliliters, of the essential oil had been taken internally or placed directly into the nose. This would be difficult to do as it would not have a pleasant flavor. These amounts are far beyond the normal usage guidelines. Still, eucalyptus should be used cautiously with younger children. These two essential oils are safe for children if used within the guidelines, but here are some tips to implement so that everyone can enjoy the benefits they provide. Store essential oils out of the reach of little children to prevent accidental ingestion. Teach your children to ask for help when applying, and help your older children stay within guidelines. Keep ideal amount guidelines in mind. Use heavier dilution for younger children and those with sensitive skin. If you have small fingers attached to little ones with exploring minds, consider using our child-proof caps. These are a great option for keeping them safe. They come in a pack of 10 and fit both 5 ml and 15 ml bottles. Question: do you have small children in your home that enjoy the benefits of essential oils? Retail or wholesale purchasing. I want you to get the best discount for essential oils. You can save 25% on every purchase by having your own wholesale membership. A wholesale membership is like Sam's or Costco, You pay a flat fee of €24, or $35, for the year. Whenever you need an essential oil, you can order it right from your own account. You can even qualify for more savings, 10 to 30%, as a member. Besides the annual fee, there is only one requirement for your wholesale membership. You must purchase one item every year, no matter how big or small, to remain active. As a gift, at the end of your first year of membership, when you renew for €15, or $25, you will receive a free bottle of peppermint essential oil. A €18, or $27, value. If you plan on purchasing more than one oil for your family, then buying at wholesale would be your best option. Question: how many oils do you have in mind to use for you and your family? How to get free product. There is a rewards program that you can participate in if you would like to earn oils for free. When you purchase oils each month, you can earn up to 30% back in points to use for free oils. Isn't that fantastic? You can message me after the class to learn more about enrolling in this rewards program. But if you are anything like me and you want all the oils, but your pocketbook says that you need to take IT slow, then this might be the best option for you. Question: if you could get any oil for free, which oil would it be? Feel free to look back through the class pictures to get ideas. Price per drop. It is amazing how inexpensive essential oils are when you break it down. Most of our bottles are 15 milliliters. These bottles contain 250 plus drops. I want to help you find the oils best for your needs, so don't feel like you are on your own now that the class is coming to a close. Please message me so that I can advise you on the best essential oils for your circumstances. That is what I am here for. Pennies for each use. This image shows the price per drop of each doTERRA essential oil. Let's say you want to use 2 drops of lavender essential oil. You only spent 16 cents. Question: how much would your favorite oil cost per drop? Use the chart in this slide. How do oils fit in your life? After learning about essential oils and the natural health and wellness that they can offer you, your family, and everyone you know, how do you see yourself in this oily relationship? Number 1, do you see yourself as a user, someone who just uses essential oils for yourself and your family? Number 2, do you see yourself as a sharer, someone who is excited about using essential oils, and shares the idea with your friends by holding classes and telling others? Number 3, do you see yourself as a builder, someone who is excited about using the oils, can't wait to share them with family, and wants to build a business to earn a part or full-time income for your family by blessing others with the gift of oils? Question: do you see yourself as a user, a sharer, or a builder? Hosting your own class. Did you enjoy this Essential Oils Facebook class? Wasn't it fun and painless? If some of your friends and family would like to learn more about essential oils and how oils can help them in their everyday life, then consider hosting a class. If you want to earn some free oils for having a class, then let me know when you would like to schedule it in the next few weeks. The great thing about Facebook classes is that you don't have to clean the house, find a sitter, fix refreshments, or put on makeup. Question: if you had your choice between a Facebook class or an in-home class, which one would you choose? Making a difference. Have you fallen in love with essential oils yet? Can you see the benefits they could bring to your family? You can make a difference in someone's life by sharing the gift of essential oils. Maybe you want to teach classes as a ministry, or just make some extra cash. This may be just the opportunity that you have been looking for. Question: what would you do with $1,000 extra per month? How would IT make a difference for your family or those around you? For essential oil advocates, grow your oil business. These Facebook classes were created with you in mind. Essential Oils Academy has made it easy for even beginners to successfully set up and hold a compliant Facebook class with easy-to-follow instructions. All classes, after purchase, are yours to use as many times as you would like. Each person must buy their own class for business use, no sharing allowed. Your purchase will come with support and updates as needed. These classes are unique in that they can be used in either a group or event format. Automatic class posting options are available as well. You can view a demo class to get an idea of how it works. If you are interested in purchasing for you or your team, please contact the who presented this class. Question: would you or anyone on your team like to learn more about these classes? Thanks for attending. Thank you for attending this class. As you can see, there are many uses for essential oils that could benefit you and your loved ones. There are several popular essential oils that we recommend for having on hand each day. We want you to feel empowered to have these tools ready to go when the moment arises, whatever the situation. I would love to set up a follow-up appointment to go through your health goals to see how essential oils could help you and your family. We would walk through our most popular products that match your needs. No need to buy anything if you're not ready. My part will take 30 minutes, then we can take whatever time you need to address your questions or concerns. Question: would you prefer to set up an appointment over the phone or online? I would like to thank you again for attending in this essential oil class. Subscribe to the events section of my Facebook page. I would love to have you join me. Take care of yourself. See you soon.